routines that are giving me life right now. The adjustment to working from home full-time has been so much harder than I expected in some ways. And I don't even have the excuse of having my daughter around during the day, like I know so many of you are dealing with right now. Rhythms that I have tried to set still feel off-kilter. Frequent disruptions to my plans, extra errands and events have thrown me off balance in the last few weeks. On the days that I don't have those come up, I struggle to focus anyway. But instead of obsessing over the ways that my rhythms are not meeting my ideal, I choose to celebrate the routines that are giving me life right now. The first one is water before my morning coffee. I underestimate how dehydrated I am when I wake up in the morning. My habit of going straight for coffee when I wake up doesn't help. I am using a linking method for creating the habit of drinking a glass of water as soon as I set up the coffee pot to brew. It has surprised me how much more alert I feel with that glass of water. Now I just need to work on improving my hydration throughout the day. The second is a morning reflection and prayer time. I used to be really diligent about waking up early and sitting in the stillness. This has not been happening often in the past few months. I had a choice to give up on the idea altogether if I got up when my household was getting up, or making space anyway. The times I choose to sit in the lounge with my headphones and a prayer app, my Bible and my journal are life-giving. It may only last for 10 or 15 minutes, but it recharges my soul for a new day. Often my daughter will be tucked up next to me at the same time. It isn't perfect, but it is worth it. Now the daily top 3. I've spoken before about my practice of setting a daily top 3 task list. You can find those posts on my blog. But this, in combination with daily check-ins with my mastermind group, has helped me to stay focused. It has helped me to keep momentum in a time when experimenting with new rhythms could have sent me off track. And I think I must be getting a little bit more skilled at setting realistic and worthwhile tasks, as I have actually been hitting my target most days in the past few weeks. I'm trialing the stack method for email. And this is a very new one, just in the past week. So I heard people talking about it in the Full Focus Planner Facebook group. Yes, we sit around discussing the planner and organization, and it's great. I am still refining my use of this method, but it has left me feeling much more organized and less overwhelmed when dealing with the multiple email inboxes that I manage. Time will tell if it lasts. Next is setting up my diffuser. So setting up my essential oil diffuser is part of my workday startup routine, and I love the lift that it gives to my workspace. Creating an inviting place to work makes such a difference in my ability to focus. And if you're an oily fan, you may want to check out my Fragrant Meditations courses on my website. Next, we have my weekly blog, podcast, and YouTube content. I don't think I have ever been this consistent with creating content to share with you. I've even added in a podcast and video recording to this process. But sharing words of encouragement, hope, and inspiration makes me feel alive inside, in all its various forms. And being able to connect with watchers, listeners, readers, it makes it even better. So please reach out in the comments over email or social media. I love to hear from you. But even though it is life-giving, I am actually choosing to take a break for the next 2 weeks. It's going to be school holidays here in Western Australia, and we are dedicating time to connect as a family. And this break is also well-timed, because it gives me some extra time to prepare for an exciting launch that you'll hear about in October. So stay tuned. Now, what about you? These are a few routines that are bringing life to me in this season. But what about you? Whether this time feels settled or chaotic, find the routines and practices that recharge your body and soul and help you to feel alive.